what modern manufacturing in America is all about. Creativity, teamwork, discovery, making a difference.
Manufacturing Day is an event to share what we do as manufacturing companies and introduce you to local opportunities for careers in the manufacturing industry. See firsthand that manufacturing on Long Island is thriving.
People should know, and especially kids that are coming out of high school, I really do believe that they need to know that this is here and this is something that's special.
If it wasn't for the partnership that my school had with East West, I would not have even known there was anything like this on the planet.
As a former U.S. Navy Sealy, I feel a huge sense of accomplishment and pride doing the work we do and providing the safety equipment for the brothers and sisters in the armed forces.
Your Manufacturing Day invitation is here.
All right, welcome to Long Island's celebration of Manufacturing Day 22. My name is Ron Loveland. I'm the president of Summit Safety and Efficiency Solutions, co-chair of HIA-LI's Manufacturing Committee, and ADDAPT board member. I'd like to thank the committee that put this event together. Andy Parton, thank you for hosting us here at the Cradle. Patrick Boyle, executive director of Ignite Long Island. Cynthia Colon, MTRC. Joe Spinoza, ADDAPT board member and owner at East West Industries. John Lombardo and Laura Galetta from Suffolk County Community College. Bob Harrison and Cliff Chandler, Small Business Development Center at Stony Brook. Dr. Sabrina Oliver, Ojai Technologies. Tom Mariner, Long Island Bio, and Hallie Grossman, and our friends at HIA-LI. I'd like to thank our hosts especially for this great venue. Is this great or what, right? Look at this cool presentation. So thank you, Andy, and thank you for all the team at Cradle for hosting us here and having such a great spot to celebrate Manufacturing Day. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Citrin Cooperman, advisors, and also our friends at Grassy Advisors and Accountants. I'm really excited about manufacturing this day because I'm starting to see a sea change going on with manufacturing and education. For so many years, we've not been connected, but I'm seeing that at local schools. They're making those connections. They're getting interns into manufacturers. We're also seeing after-school programs, just some great energy going on to try to re-energize that bridge, develop that pipeline between education, students who have great opportunities for manufacturing careers. This event actually is a kickoff for Manufacturing Month. We've asked each manufacturer to invite students, parents, educators, and job seekers to their facilities later in the month to see on the ground the exciting, high-paying career opportunities in manufacturing. Today we have over 60 manufacturers that joined us today, over 80 students, 70 educators, and over 290, almost 300 have registered for the event today. So thanks for coming out today and enjoying Manufacturing Day. For those who are interested in seeing a rerun of this, and also for the teachers to take this recording and show it to their students, right? Because I know that we can't get all the students here from 125 school districts, but if you could take that Facebook Live recording, show it to your students, show them the great opportunities that are available in manufacturing. This will be a virtual field trip for both your students and students and teachers. This event includes a recent panel of graduates working in manufacturing who will discuss, their move from education into manufacturing. We'll have videos of manufacturing operations and manufacturers discussing manufacturing careers, a live panel of manufacturing execs talking about their companies, manufacturers, and careers, and colleges talking about their manufacturing-related programs to help students get into the manufacturing field. We're hoping this event will squarely hit the manufacturing mission to offer manufacturers an opportunity to open their doors to the public and showcase the promise of modern manufacturing even during this challenging time. It's an opportunity for manufacturers to connect with future generations, tell the story of modern manufacturing, come together to help communities thrive. We're hoping to excite parents, teachers, students about high-paying careers in manufacturing, promote Long Island manufacturing. You know, if you look at the biggest problem that manufacturing has besides workers is we don't know about it, right? Everybody's saying, hey, you know, Grumman left years ago. There's no manufacturing left on the island. Couldn't be anything farther from the truth. So we're glad to have you here today. Please spread the word about those great opportunities, great companies that you've seen out on the trade show floor, and there are opportunities. You should know that there's over 3,000 manufacturers here in Long Island, representing over 70,000 jobs in manufacturing on Long Island. And, you know, a lot of kids getting out of school, you know, they're looking at not sure what they want to do getting out of high school, and they'll go to, you know, a retail outlet, they'll go to McDonald's, they'll go to Starbucks, making minimum wage. You know, you can make a great wage and have a great career in manufacturing. So we'd like to get that word out to all the kids that are graduating. We have, you know, there's the average wage is $87,038, much higher than anybody employed in retail and other sectors. While aerospace manufacturing has declined, the bio, pharma, nutra, medical device, life sciences have been exploding. As an economic engine for Long Island economy, manufacturing contributes $6.4 billion in wages, $7.1 billion in property income, and pays over $600 million in taxes, totaling $14 billion in gross regional products, according to the WDI and New York Department of Labor. In the last 12 months, there's been over 9,000 job openings, many of which remain unfulfilled. And if you talk to some of our friends here from Designatronics and from some of the other manufacturing folks that use machinists, they can't find machinists, right? So we got to turn that around. And again, I start to see that collaboration going on to turn that around. In summary, manufacturing on Long Island is thriving. High-paying career opportunities abound, and manufacturing continues to be one of the driving forces of our economy. I appreciate the opportunity to speak on behalf of the over 3,000 manufacturers, their 72,000 employees, educators looking to fill the skill gap, and many service providers like me who have manufacturing in their blood and want to provide their children with great opportunities, great career opportunities. Next, I'd like to introduce John Giordano, partner at Citrin Cooperman, advisors in the manufacturing distribution area. Thank you, John, for sponsoring us today.
Great, thank you, Ron. It's nice to have a little walk-up music. We're extremely excited to be here today as corporate sponsors of this event and me as moderator for Manufacturing Day here at the Cradle. As you could probably tell from our video, or if you visited our booth, we're not manufacturers. We're an accounting, tax, and advisory firm located here in Melville. So some of the questions we got are, why are you guys here, right? But the biggest thing for us to be corporate sponsors to something like this is really closely aligned with where most of us are here. As Ron alluded to in his opening, the manufacturing industry is a key driver for the Long Island economy. One of our firm's largest practice areas is servicing manufacturing companies, similar to those you'll hear from today. I want to thank all the companies that are here today to pull back the curtain and give you an insight into what manufacturing means in this day and age, and the limitless opportunities there are here right on Long Island. All that being said, it's my honor and privilege to welcome today's keynote speaker, Derek Peterson. Come on, Derek. Derek is the founder and CEO of Soter Technologies, a rapidly growing environmental sensor and technology innovator headquartered on Long Island in Ronkonkoma. As a teen, Mr. Peterson was fascinated with computers, technology, and has been developing software since high school. Today, he is a high-energy, focused business leader and problem solver who leverages his knowledge and technological expertise to address complex social, business, and community safety challenges. Mr. Peterson has designed and built potentially world-changing products, including Symptom Sense, which rapidly scans vital signs, including blood oxygen levels, body temperature, heart rate, and respiratory rate. The first of its kind in this technology, it's been expected to play a critical role in helping the U.S. and the world recover from the COVID-19 pandemic. Mr. Peterson and his team have also invented the world's first vape and bullying detection and alert system for schools called FlySense. With over 15,000 devices deployed in schools around the world, this technology is making schools healthier and safer. The company's products and services are making an impact in communities and schools across the nation and have even been credited with saving the lives of students who are contemplating suicide. A former bullying victim himself, Mr. Peterson is dedicated to creating technology to address these problems within the schools. Mr. Peterson's inventions, products, and software have received awards as well as national media attention. System Sense has been featured on NBC's Today Show, MSNBC, Inside Edition, Cheddar TV, and many other regional and national media outlets. FlySense has also been featured in the national and local media, including ABC's Good Morning America and NBC's Today Show, along with hundreds of other media outlets across the United States and abroad. Mr. Peterson is regularly interviewed by the media about the technology, health, and safety in both the workplace and schools, entrepreneurship, and technology. In 2020, Mr. Peterson won the prestigious Roy L. Clayton Technology Award and was considered one of the top 50 most influential African Americans in technology. Giving back to his community and supporting young people is important to Mr. Peterson. He is involved in several community groups and is the treasurer for the Timothy Hill Children's Ranch located in Riverhead. This not-for-profit includes residential programs that provide a safe haven for at-risk young people and help them restore their lives through a holistic approach that focuses on mind, body, and soul. Mr. Peterson has teamed up with Dr. Stephen Lindau from NYIT to train students in underserved Long Island communities as electrical technicians in after-school programs. Mr. Peterson earned his bachelor's in computer science and applied math from Stony Brook University in 1988. A lifelong resident of Long Island, he is committed to being a mentor and advisor for students. He is a sponsor of and has judged Stony Brook's Wolfie Tank competition, a spin-off of the popular NBC reality show Shark Tank. Wolfie Tank caters towards aspiring student entrepreneurs from the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences who have developed innovative technologies and inventions and make business presentations to a panel of esteemed judges. So please welcome to the stage, Mr. Derek Peterson.
Manufacturing firm. We like to create products to keep people safe. One of our flagship products is an air quality sensor that we manufacture called FlySense. The main features in the product, it helps schools understand when kids are being bullied in places you can't have cameras. And it also helps schools understand when kids are vaping or smoking e-cigarettes in locations where you can't have cameras. So today when somebody thinks about manufacturing, they think that somebody's going to be sitting on some line, necessarily soldering in or potentially welding and looking at circuit boards. We have that also, but when you think of manufacturing, it's a full scope of departments. So I have a purchasing group that buys my components. I have a testing group that tests everything coming out, test engineers. I have a team of engineers that design the next generation product. I have an R&D development group where we're designing for future thinking. I have marketing, purchasing, accounts receivable. So it's a full breadth and depth of a full company. Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully everybody's excited to be here because I am. I'm not sure what John was actually talking about or who that guy was, It must have been my twin brother that I do not have. I tend to get embarrassed when I hear about my accomplishments and stuff that I've done. But with that regards, hey, John, you forgot to mention that I'm also a multi-time Ironman finisher. And I also have over 24 patents in my name, and on and on and on. So if we're going to talk about me, let's do it right. And it's actually 30,000 devices deployed right now, too. So it crossed 22 countries. And I would say this is such an honor and a privilege and a blessing to be here speaking in front of my peers and contemporaries. For I am just a simple kid from Bay Shore. I grew up here in Long Island on the South Shore, who just had a simple dream, and I battled against all odds to make something of myself and to make my parents proud. That was always my goal. My career has taken me to places and heights I could never have imagined. And after all, I started off in high school as the shortest kid in my graduating class. I graduated high school 5 foot tall, probably about 110 pounds, and I was the target of all the bullies. I was the one that was stuffed in lockers, and if you know what a wedgie is, that was me. And I was always running for dear life. Luckily, milk did a body good, and I grew a foot in a year in college, and I stand at 6'1", approximately 190 pounds. So God is good. Went back to my reunions, and I was like, now look at me. It was a sort of revenge of the nerds. And so now I stand here before you as CEO of a thriving technology company called Soter Technologies. And just a little plug for Soter. If you study your Greek mythology, you know that Soter comes from the Greek god Soteris, who is a god of personification of safety. Because everything we want to do is keep people safe. I had a torrential growing up in high school, and I wanted to make sure I give back, and how do I keep people safe? I also raised 2 daughters. I wanted to keep them safe. So everything I'm doing is like, how do I keep people safe? In that video you just saw a second ago, I just want to put another plug in there. It means so much to me, and I'll share why that means so much to me in the end. When I was asked to deliver this keynote, I immediately started running around trying to figure out, how am I going to make something of myself, and how can I manufacture it real quickly? Needless to say, it did not work out too well, so I hope you're not disappointed with my time here. I do not have a lot of time here, but I have much I would like to say. And how do you cram 35 plus, more closer to 40 years of experience, and 35 plus years experience into a 15-minute presentation? What I can tell you, whoever said nothing is impossible is a liar, because I've been doing nothing for years, and I've worked 35 years plus at doing that. And speaking of success, I will share something also with you. Behind every successful man or husband is typically a surprise mother-in-law, and I have one of those also. Today I was asked to speak to you on the topic of manufacturing and tell my story of how I got here in the allotted time. It would be virtually impossible. But I have 3 goals today I would like to share with you. And the first goal is I want to be able to talk to the students. I would like to be able to inspire you to reach your highest potential and make your dreams a reality. Because if I was able to do it, you also can do it. To the parents and teachers here, I would like to inspire you to be examples and cheerleaders of these young adults, because they're going to need your encouragement to continue to reach their dreams. And to my fellow manufacturers here and companies here, I would like for you to encourage you to be the change agent, meaning start changing your hiring requirements, look to give people a chance and give a break to, knowing that the person you're helping may not just work out. And for example, out of every 10 people I may help, only 1 or 2 may succeed. But as though 1 or 2 people that I help out keeps me doing it again for the next 10, and then the next 10, and so forth. And we build from that point on. In short, I simply want to inspire you that you can achieve the impossible. I have done my job here if you leave inspired. To quote Winston Churchill, he once said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts and never giving up." In other words, no matter what happens in your life, in your business, in your walk, you must continue to press on. If we're going to talk about manufacturing, I think it's important that we also work from the same definition. Manufacturing is simply the making of goods by hand or machine upon completion. and that the business sells to a consumer or a customer. The first thing you need to know, there are many aspects of manufacturing. It's not just working assembly lines, CNC drill machines, and so forth. There are many components to manufacturing. So for some reason, we have this bad dialogue in our head that manufacturing is only going to be about a low wage, and I'm soldering, and I'm sitting on the board, and for those who are older, it looked like the I Love Loosely chocolate line. That is not true manufacturing anymore. It's changed greatly. So to the young adults here, let's talk. First, you have to realize that here I stand before you. I am nobody special. I graduated, like I said, from Bayshore High School, and I already mentioned I was the shortest kid in my graduating class. I never made the basketball team. I was always cut. I go into the locker room to look as if my name was on the list, and then lo and behold, somebody will yell out, "Hey, Peterson, you got cut!" And I immediately put my head down and try not to cry on my way home. I played on the school soccer team, but I was always too small, and everybody's worried I was going to get hurt. So I didn't play a lot. Fast forward, as I mentioned already, I grew a foot in a year, and I actually made the Stony Brook basketball team. But I ended up leaving that only because my studies were more important, and playing that time D3, I was not going to go pro, and I figured I'd give a guy by the name of Michael Jordan the chance to play and shine, so he kind of did well work for me. I graduated with a degree in computer science and launched my career not knowing where it would take me. I just knew I wanted to work and be successful. And to the young people here, I always tell you right now, I've seen a lot and I've done a lot. It's not always been exciting or glamorous, but I pressed on through it. I was able to travel the world. I've seen multiple countries. At one time in my career, I was booking round trips tickets to Sweden, not even packing the bag because I was going back and forth so many times. So I didn't have to join the Army, the Marines, or any Air Force, something like that. I just got a career in manufacturing. I worked for a company called Symbol Technologies. Eventually, I aspired and became a VP of engineering there. But that allowed me to travel all around the world. I've also been able to buy and sell companies. I've been all over the TV and radio. And I've manufactured products and sold products in some of the most iconic places in the world. I've actually put one of my gateways, the Symptom Sense gateways, at Buckingham Palace. So I've done almost everything imaginable you can ever think of. The takeaway here is that if I can do it, you can do it. There's nothing special here. I have no magic tricks. To the teachers, the educators, and the parents, let's talk. I can also walk in your shoes, because John did not list, I was also a teacher at Hofstra University many years ago. When I was actually 20 years old, I was teaching college courses there. And I've taught many high school courses too, and been an adjunct professor. I've also raised a family, and I've also been a coach. So I know what it means to cheer somebody on and be in their corner and be a biggest cheerleader. Right now, I have 5 interns in my office working for me, and they'll tell you I cheer them on all day long. I can be the biggest fan club. I love to see people succeed. I'm not that person that gets jealous because somebody else is succeeding. If you're succeeding, I'm in your corner 100%. You parents, teachers, and educators, you have the most important role here today. Your job is to simply inspire and encourage these young adults that they can become whatever they want to be. One of my biggest drivers in life is the fact that my teachers and leaders told me that I would not amount to anything. I was just too stupid to actually listen to them, and I just wanted to prove them wrong. And thank God I was able to do that. So the takeaway here is your goal is you need to inspire these young adults to become our next generational leaders and to be able to raise families and so forth and live here successfully on Long Island. To the manufacturers, let's also talk. First of all, I want to encourage the manufacturers, do not think about leaving Long Island. Stay on Long Island. If I was able to keep my small company here on Long Island, you too can do it also. Is it tough? Oh, very tough. Can you go someplace else and keep things cheaper? Can I move and bring products in over in China, in Shenzhen? I can do that too. But I choose not to do that, and I choose to grow my company here and give people here jobs. To give back to, my goal here and for our manufacturers here is also for you to be able to give back to the community, because I know the community will give back to you. I want to challenge my fellow manufacturers to follow the example that Soter follows and to think outside the box. Here are just some of the things we do at Soter. We offer a scholarship to the university. We offer a technical scholarship at the University of Stony Brook in STEM. We consistently hire interns. This past year, we created an Earn and Learn program partnered with Suffolk Community College, the Urban League, and Springboard, where we took 20 high school students in Wyandanch High School, and we were able to teach them and train them and become a test technician, a structural cable engineer, and a data scientist. Also in partnership with Suffolk County Department of Labor and the Bridgehampton Children's Center, we created another program called TAP, Technical Awareness Pathway Program, where we took interns for the whole summer here. I had 5 interns that worked with my office and my engineering groups and my R&D groups. And they were able to learn a meaningful trade, programming, work on real-world projects, and so forth. And currently, 2, now almost 3, are landing full-time jobs as we exit the program. We say, thank God to that. Now I will share some of my minor disappointments, and I can use my help with my fellow manufacturers here. Soter was not supposed to take on all 5 engineers or 5 interns. I was looking for other partner companies to help out. So now we have a successful program. In the next cohort, I would like to encourage my brothers and sister partner companies here on Long Island to also share and possibly take an internship and work with us with Suffolk County. The takeaway here is for the manufacturers to continue to think outside the box and give back. And lastly, in closing, I would like to say God has truly blessed me. I have done a lot, and I've seen a lot and been through a lot. In reality, I do not have to work anymore. I can sell my company tomorrow and retire into the sunset and be very, very happy. I chose not to do that because I want to make a difference in someone's life. That is my whole goal. How can I make a difference? I love people, and if anybody knows me, I just want to help. People have told me, you got to stop doing so many free things. And he says, that's just how I am. And I want to share something very personal with you. The reason why I like that video so much, because it marks a time in my life when I went through a major ordeal. In that video that you showed me up there, in that brown suit and with the beard on, that beard is a symbol of what I just went through and why I'm even standing here today and why I feel so blessed. See, on April 28th this year, I was diagnosed with an aortic aneurysm, dilated 8.6 centimeters. I was literally a walking time bomb or a ticking time bomb. I should not be standing here in front of you. I grew that beard because I was stuck in the hospital trying to recover. And so now I stand before you as a person of healing now 5 months and still wanting to get back, and I will give back until God says I can no longer give back anymore. And I'm here today a changed person. I have accomplished a lot, but I would not have accomplished, I have accomplished a lot, but I would have accomplished nothing if I could not help my fellow man or woman. And I thank you so much for allowing me to be here today.
Well, tough act to follow. I'm John the accountant again. Good to see you. Great job, Derek. Another round of applause for Derek. At this time, I'd like to welcome Rosalie Drago, Commissioner, Suffolk County Department of Labor, and Chris Fusco, Commissioner, Nassau County Department of Labor, to present proclamations to Derek Peterson.
Thank you. And Derek, I totally disagree with everything you said. Well, not everything, but the part about there being nothing special here, can we give him a round of applause? Because he's been very special to our community. On behalf of Suffolk County Executive Steve Balone, this is a very long proclamation, but let me just read a couple of things for you. And it's got very small font compared to Nassau's. Anyway, so first of all, it's fitting and proper for us to recognize those members of our community that create a vibrant county and help others. So of all the words on this page, I'm going to read a couple of them to you. Derek Peterson has assembled and leads teams of engineers, software developers, researchers, and scientists, technology and business people, and communication experts to bring innovation and critical products to market. He is also involved in our community, and his service embodies the best of Suffolk County. For his many exceptional contributions and admirable achievements, Derek Peterson has proven himself worthy of praise, recognition by his family, friends, and community. Now, therefore, I, Steve Ballone, as County Executive of Suffolk County, do hereby commend Derek Peterson, founder and CEO of Soter Technologies, for his distinguished dedication and commitment on behalf of the 1.5 million residents of Suffolk County. Thank you.
Good afternoon. On behalf of County Executive Bruce Blakeman, it is my pleasure and an honor to present Mr. Derek Peterson with this citation for excellence. I could go on and read like Rosalie did, but she said everything already, so it's a pleasure and an honor, sir. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
At this time, we'd like to welcome Patrick Boyle to the stage, Executive Director of Ignite Long Island, as moderator for the recent grads in the manufacturing panel. Young people like to hear from their older peers who have walked the path they would like to pursue. So today, we will hear from recent graduates who are now working in manufacturing. The moderator for the recent grad panel is Patrick Boyle, Executive Director of Ignite-LI. Pat has served in the New York State Senate as Director, New York State Senate Veterans, Homeland Security, and Military Affairs, Deputy Chief of Staff, and is graduate of the Citadel, the Military College of South Carolina. So please welcome Patrick to the stage.
Okay, well, hello, everybody. Wanted to invite our panelists down to please join us. Thank you. Thanks for not reading that whole thing. Okay, is Dan here? Dan, you here? Okay. Hello. All right, we'll just take a seat here. I'm going to stand up over here.
My name is Patrick Boyle, Executive Director of Ignite-LI, the Manufacturing Trade Association for all products made here on Long Island.
My name is Michael Tedisco. I am the Apprenticeship Director for Ignite Long Island. An apprenticeship program is taking any individual and providing them a clear-cut career path.
So I get to go up to Albany and down to DC. I beat the drum for anybody that makes a thing here on Long Island. Do a lot of legislative advocacy, do a lot of networking events, a lot of training events.
Right, we need to focus more on that career path. So if you enjoy working in a specific area, sector, or working with your hands, there is a career path that encompasses both on-the-job training that is paying with a guaranteed wage increase and credits of education.
By partnering with groups like Minority Millennials and with groups like the Workforce Development Institute, we're bolstering our ability to promote these positions and to talk about the careers. Another way that we're doing it is getting into the schools.
Right, because we are unfortunately in an area where there's no exposure, and you're supposed to assume, like when Grumman left Long Island back in the late 90s, early 2000s, manufacturing was supposedly gone, or what I was told. When in actuality, we have more manufacturing companies on Long Island than the entire state of New York.
Manufacturing is so high tech, right? And that's part of what we try to point out to people. It's like, it's not just, everybody has this image of a dirty plant and people sitting in dark, dingy places, and it's greasy.
I think that somebody's going to be sitting on some line, necessarily soldering and or potentially welding and looking at circuit boards. We have that also, but when you think of manufacturing, it's a full scope of departments.
Right now on Long Island, the manufacturers that are growing certainly are pharma, nutra, and biotech. These are the folks that make the pacemakers or the robotic hands or or the parts that go into the spine. These are very technical positions, and it's very clean manufacturing.
This will be an incredibly lucrative industry for all of those who are trying to find a home.
I think there's certainly a stigma that we have to address in young people going to work off of graduation rather than going to college.
We seem to be the only country that really pushes internship in college education, where places like Europe, South Africa, Asia, the norm is high school, apprenticeship program, college.
I come from a different, I guess, career background. I was doing education for a little while, so just to see how everything works, interesting to know the ins and outs of everything.
We have a ton of positions here that young folks can get into, but we have to work with the teachers, we gotta work with the guidance counselors, and we have to work with the parents to defeat that stigma.
Okay, there is no better motivation to go on a diet than seeing your face 16 feet wide. Well, good afternoon. My name is Patrick Boyle. I'm Executive Director of HIA-LI. I just want to take a quick moment to thank Ron Loveland. Let's get him a round of applause for putting this all together. Ron has really been the champion of Manufacturing Day for the past 4 years, at least as long as I've been involved with manufacturing. I just want to thank him for being such a phenomenal partner, as well as the Cradle of Aviation. What a wonderful venue this is here. Last week, I was sitting up there, and astronaut Fred Hayes was sitting right here, and I think it's just really neat that we get to share the stage here. Okay, so I just want to remind everyone, if you are on social media, the hashtag today is hashtag MFGDayLI. So if you're going to post anything online, please do it with that hashtag. Again, my name is Patrick Boyle, Executive Director of HIA-LI, the Manufacturing Trade Association, representing all 11 industries of manufacturing here on Long Island. I get to go up to Albany and down to DC. I kind of tin cup and make sure that all the government folks know about all the great work that we're doing here and all the great jobs and careers. So to talk about those jobs and careers, we have a really cool panel of young folks that are in manufacturing, that have interest in manufacturing, and then Dan Lloyd, who was trying to sneak up and trying to get out of this, but I got you. So Dan actually is going to kick us off here. Dan put together a phenomenal video, as you've seen bits and pieces of it today, to talk about the careers in manufacturing and what that means for young Long Islanders. So Dan, if you want to just talk a little bit about that collaboration and the great work that you're doing at Minority Millennials.
It's a tongue twister. Let's give it up for Patrick Boyle. So I'll be very brief. As Pat said, my name is Dan Lloyd, and I'm the founder and president of an organization called Minority Millennials. We started 5 years ago, so we're celebrating our 5th year anniversary. At first, it was to bridge the gap between policy and culture, but quickly we found that there was a big need for workforce development. So our mission to date is we help young people of color access jobs, build wealth, and become civically engaged. And before, actually, I go further into what we did with Workforce Development Institute of New York in our collaboration, I do also want to give a shout out to Ron Loveland, the HIA, and everyone involved with putting together the Manufacturing Day. And also thank you for including our organization in this discussion. So let's also give a round of applause for the producers of this. So with the Workforce Development Institute, what we do primarily in recruiting and creating pipelines is we're able to outreach to our demographics specifically through our social media channels. And we were speaking with them, and we sensed there was two-pronged approach to this campaign. One is, how can we really highlight all the amazing work that's being done in manufacturing on Long Island? How can we really help communicate what manufacturing is in the 21st century economy? A lot of people still think it's working on a chain in an industry, and they may not fully understand all the technology that goes into it. And the second approach is, how can we make it more inclusive, which is our goal as an organization? How can we get more young, diverse talent into this industry? And this is where we came up with this video campaign. We were able to speak with some of the leading experts in manufacturing, including everyone you saw in that video, from Phil Vigil to Patrick Boyle to Mike Tedesco to Derek Peterson, who's going to be speaking today as well, but also emerging industries. We spoke to potential cannabis business owners and also diverse talent that's working within the industry to provide a broad scope of the value and the opportunities that are here on Long Island. There's a lot going on Long Island right now, and if we can really tie in the potential of manufacturing to that, we really will have probably the most prosperous and wealthiest region across the nation. When we're talking about offshore wind, manufacturing, cannabis, these are all new emerging industries that are happening in our existence. So it's a great time to be alive, and it's a great time to be plugged in. So that's my time, and thank you all. Thank you, Pat.
Thanks so much. So every year when we do this panel, I always like to say to our panelists that this is our opportunity to inspire the next generation who's sitting in the room with us, but also we have a lot of executives and CEOs and presidents in the room with us as well. This is our time to talk to them about what worked for us to get us to come to manufacturing, what worked in our education to bring us to manufacturing, and what we hope to get out of these careers. So I'd like to start off with our second panelist now, Natalia Sandor, president of Sandbar Ice Cream, to talk a little bit about the education that brought you to where you are, how you got to manufacturing, and what you expect, how you expect your role to grow.
Sure. Thank you. Hello, next generation. What's going on? No, I'm kidding. Hello. I'm part of the next generation, so that's me too. But yeah, so in terms of education, I guess just to answer that question, I have my BS in business management, so that's sort of my formal education. But the non-formal side of it was I switched my major 7 times in college. So it's kind of like you are a culmination of the classes that you take, the people that you meet, the internships that you get, your parents, right? So I think my gut reaction to the question of what's your education, it was probably me heat sealing wine bottles with my dad when he was running a wine bar in Williamsburg when I was 12 years old. So my name is Natalia Sandor. I run an ice cream sandwich company. It is called Sandbars Handcrafted. I sell direct to retail, so I sell to about 25 locations on Long Island now. I sell my ice cream sandwiches to them, and then they resell them. So my journey in manufacturing has really just been, how do I produce cookies and how do I produce ice cream? How do I put it together? And I know it seems very simple, but there's a lot of complexities that go into even the production of an ice cream sandwich. But yeah, my education is definitely in part due to my parents. They're both entrepreneurs. That kind of pushed me to have interest in entrepreneurship, interest in food and beverage. But when I was in college, I was really just like exploring everything I possibly could. I was in tech for about 2 years. Most of my internship experiences are in AR, VR, and it all is applicable to ice cream sandwiches. I know that sounds really weird, but it really is. So yeah, I hope that answers the question of education. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And so our next speaker is going to be Amanda from East West Industries. Amanda, can you tell us a little bit about how you found your way to manufacturing and where you see yourself in 10 years?
Hi, my name is Amanda Martirano. I'm a design engineer at East West Industries. But I guess I'll start where some of you are right now, high school. I always knew I was interested in math and science. I didn't even try to take an AP English or social studies. It wasn't for me. So I immediately went searching for careers in math and science, and that's where I found mechanical engineering, which is what I majored at Stony Brook University. I wound up falling in love with the industry. I had no idea what to do with it, though, which is why I continuously tried to get an internship. And the first internship I got was actually as a production assistant. I was basically a machinist for a company that only had one woman in the shop, so it was very intimidating. But I loved it. I loved the idea of being able to take a customer's drawing and a square of material and make it into what they want. So from there on out, I kind of knew I always wanted to keep that aspect of manufacturing in my career, which is how I kind of got into East West now. I'm currently designing those drawings and seeing my designs come to life through manufacturing at our company. So it's pretty sweet. And as for 10 years in advance, I'm a design engineer 1 right now, and I hope to continue learning and expanding my knowledge to become a design engineer 3. And basically it.
Thank you very much. And I know we're flying through this, but we didn't have much time. So last, I'd like to welcome Robert to discuss a little bit about his experience was it Designatronics, is that right? At Designatronics, and Robert is actually a senior at West Islip High School, so I think he's certainly been the youngest person we've ever had on this panel, which I think is pretty neat that we get to invite a high schooler up here, and give us your kind of perspective on your time at Designatronics, what you like the most about it, and what it is about manufacturing that's going to keep you moving forward. Like, what do you want to do in 10 years from now?
Hi, so my name is Robert Minio. I worked at Designatronics as an intern over the summer. My job there was to research a robot, an autonomous mobile robot that would help deliver materials throughout their machine shop. What I loved most about working there was just the camaraderie with all the employees that I had. I was able to interact with a bunch of managers, heads of department, engineers, machinists, just everyone within the company I made a great relationship with. I knew that I've been wanting to do engineering of some sort since I was a kid, since I've always had a knack for math and science. And so being able to get the opportunity to have an internship at a company like Designatronics gave me a great start in the field of engineering, and I couldn't be more grateful. As for where I see myself in 10 years, hopefully I've graduated from college with some sort of graduate school degree, and I'm working as a mechanical engineer in any company, really.
Very good. Well, I just want to thank everyone for joining me up here. Thank you all for being here as well. And again, thank you, Ron Loveland, for putting this together. Well done, Ron. Thank you very much. I guess we'll welcome the accountant back up on the stage.
Here he comes.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah. Thanks to Pat and the recent college grads now working in manufacturing. And to the ice cream company, if you have any samples here, just whatever booth number you're at, that would be great if you could just let us know where that booth is. So our next group coming up is another moderated panel with colleges with manufacturing-related programs. We'll hear from those colleges. And to moderate that, we have Dr. Sabrina Oliver, CEO from HI Technologies. She wants to start making her way down. HI Technologies provide underserved students equitable access to innovative science, technology, engineering, and math, otherwise known as STEM, education. Through their STEM Project Center, they design, provide, and deliver STEM after-school programs with a goal to support a minimum of 2.1 million underrepresented students into STEM careers, and once there, provide them support to ensure professional success. So please welcome Dr. Sabrina Oliver.
Thank you. I feel like Patrick hearing that information. I want to welcome the moderators, the panelists down, please. NYIT, Suffolk Community College, NYIT, come on, Eva, Reed. Suffolk Community College, we have Vaughn College, come on down, Manny, please. Stony Brook. Who am I missing? Just have a seat. Yes. We have enough room. We have, come on. Farmingdale. Okay. So, yes, what I do in terms of HI Technologies as the CEO, the founder and CEO, definitely ties into STEM. It absolutely also ties into workforce development. So my goal is to see a wider talent pool so manufacturers, can have a wider selection of proficient talents. One way to get to manufacturing, post-secondary success into the careers, one pathway is college, okay? And so here today, I have with us our multiple colleges here on Long Island, and Vaughn College could say they're from Queens, but we know that's Long Island, right? So So we don't have much time. So first and foremost, let me say thank you to Ron, because I don't know if you've ever talked to academicians. We tend to talk long. So I want to get my thank yous out to Ron for leading the manufacturing committee. I want to thank all of you here, especially the young people coming out. We see more of you, which is great. And we also see more diversity in the types of manufacturers that are here. So I'm bringing that up so that all of you can keep in mind that not only are you talking to different sectors of manufacturers here, you're also talking to high schoolers, you're also talking to those who might be in college, you might be talking to some parents. So the goal here is to introduce yourself, the work that you're doing in terms of bridging a pathway from your institution into manufacturing. And so what I want to do is I want to go back and forth. So I'll start with NYIT, then I'll go to Vaughn, and back and forth, okay? So first we'll have NYIT, we'll have Reed and Eva speak and really just let us know what's happening at NYIT for manufacturing here on Long Island. Thank you.
Well, hello everybody. Thank you very much for organizing, and thank you very much for having us here. My name is Raid Zinari. I'm here with the New York Institute of Technology, New York Tech. I'm here representing College of Engineering and Computing Sciences. I was super excited to hear all the entrepreneurs talking about mechanical engineering, because that's one of the major programs that we have. At New York Tech, we are a fully diverse student body with employment, staff, teachers, you name it. We have more than 60 programs that we teach at the university level between graduate and undergraduate programs. We thrive in providing equal opportunity to qualified students. We have students from over 40 states, 72 countries in the world. We're truly global that way. Recently at the College of Engineering and Computing Sciences, we got approved by New York State Education Department to provide a co-op program. That's cooperative education, which means our seniors and junior students get the opportunity to work in the industry, in their field for 6 months while they're studying at the university. They get to pause their academic progress, but they can continue with their career. And it just gives them a chance to be fully employed in the industry. I'm sure when I talk to the youngsters, we could say you've faced this, where every industry wants young, energetic, newly, freshly graduated students, but at the same time they want them with 2 years experience minimum. And how do you get that? Well, we kind of figured it out. Internships are not the only opportunities that students can do. Co-op education is another option, and this plugs into us. It's built in our mission to be career-oriented. We're very proud of that, and I'm here joined with my colleague, Eva Peterson, who represents not only career services, but career success and experiential education, and she could tell us more about their role and how we bounce back and forth, and we provide opportunities to our students, not just while they're studying, but also forward. We're also proud to mention that 94% of our students actually, we're proud that they either start their employment or they continue their education. So Eva.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having us today. You did a really great job of explaining everything about New York Tech, so I'll just briefly say that the Office of Career Success and Experiential Education partners with the College of Computer Science and Engineering at New York Tech and with all of the schools there to make sure that the students are going out into the world prepared. So that's internships, that's career preparation, not just things like putting your resume together, but how is it that you're presenting yourself out into the world? So I have certainly enjoyed meeting all of the companies that are here today prior to this presentation, and I welcome you to reach out to me, because we would love to partner with you both for internships, employment, as well as for the co-op program. And we certainly welcome all of the young people who are here to come and check out New York Tech's engineering program. Thank you.
Thank you. Vaughn College, Manny.
Thank you. My name is Manny Jesus. I'm representing Vaughn College. And of course, we have our esteemed colleagues here, excellent schools of engineering. How does Vaughn College really differentiate itself from the landscape? And I could say, I mean, we have our bachelor's of science, bachelor's of BS programs in engineering. We have our BS in mechatronics. We have our applied associate's degrees in aviation technology and electronic engineering. But really, if I'm going to think of one thing that makes us unique, is we send our students to conferences vigorously, and we support that process so that as students go, they learn how to present at conferences, participate in conferences. We have good engagement in terms of club activities. So we have a strong robotics club, VEX championships many times over. We have a UAV program as well, UAV students who enter and win competitions. And so we're constantly hooking up with our student clubs. We have a Society of Women Engineers. We also have a UAV club and a rover club, and we're constantly sending our students out to these networking opportunities where they meet and connect with industry professionals and seek employment. So if I think of in terms of marketing, right, unique selling points, that's probably our best unique selling point. We also have a strong connection to the aviation industry. We were established in the 1930s, first in New Jersey and then transferred over to near LaGuardia Airport. So we have our A&P program, so a lot of aircraft maintenance. And a lot of our students wind up in the who's who of aerospace. A lot of what we teach is related to aerospace in terms of, if you think about mechanical engineering, even the CAD software we teach is specialized. It's the gold standard. It's something called CATIA. So it's the gold standard of computer graphics for aerospace. We teach that. We have a strong relationship with Dassault. So that's probably another unique selling point, is our strong heritage with aviation. And all our students work for companies such as Lockheed, Sikorsky, a who's who in aviation, SpaceX, that sort of thing. So yeah, come by our booth. We'd be happy to talk to you. I have Simon from our admissions here as well. He'd be happy to answer any questions if you're a prospective student, and we'd love to see you. In terms of for high school students, things we have going on that are current, we have a summer engineering experience. So that's a great program I was involved in. We take high school students, we get them in the classroom, and you take a couple of courses from the Vaughn College roster, I guess you'd call it. And if you successfully complete the courses, you get to keep those credits and you don't pay, so it's free. So in this program, if you want to hear about it, if you're a student, come see me. I'll give you all the information, and we're constantly trying to improve that. So things I have on the boards for summer, we're going to try and do something with drones. We actually do have a UAV and drone flight program that we're doing by the management department. We're also doing a little bit of that in engineering. So we are constantly researching and developing new programs based on grants and trying to get that to students, especially high school students, because we love to work with them and we love to get involved in our school and do community outreach.
Thank you, Manny. So we have cooperative programs. Manny did not mention Vaughn College has Manufacturing Day there, October the 28th, right? Okay, so next up. We heard about mechanical engineering. Okay, Stony Brook is up now.
Hi, everybody. My name is William Stewart, and I'm a professor in mechanical engineering at Stony Brook. And we, in addition to providing quality, well-trained engineers, we also have our graduate program where we conduct research and develop technologies that can be later be implemented and used by you all. So we look forward to partnering with you on research projects and providing top talent for your research and development programs as well. Thank you.
Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, we might be able to get some questions soon. Okay, Suffolk County Community College.
Well, hello everybody. My name is John Lombardo. I'm the Associate Vice President of Workforce and Economic Development at Suffolk for the past 17 years. I look back at the last 17 years when people said, oh, you don't really need to train manufacturing students. We don't need to learn how to read blueprints, but 17 years later, we're still growing. I think our claim to fame is that we work very closely with our partnering companies to make sure that the programming that we provide is relevant, that the equipment is updated, and that the talent that comes out of it can get a job. And I think about 98% of those that leave our programming in machining or welding or soldering
or a host of other electronic tech programs get a job. Many of them get a job before they complete the program, and we invite our companies in. They assess what we do, they make suggestions, they give us ideas in terms of techniques, but that's what keeps us relevant, and that's what keeps us going. At this stage, we started in 2005. I was an industry consultant and working with the college to raise money to put together a manufacturing program. And 17 years later, we continue the same pathway, continue to grow, and appreciate all the manufacturers that are here today and how they've helped us succeed. Thank you.
Thank you, John. So from Stony Brook, we know that it is a research school as well in terms of mechanical engineering. They also do a lot of things in terms of manufacturing support through the MTRC. And then we also heard from Suffolk County Community College is advanced manufacturing program, and they're doing a lot there also. And I think the new president, how do you say his name? Is it Bonaparte? Bonnie Hugh. Had it all wrong. But I know, my understanding, he wants the school known as the workforce, school on Long Island. Just a little plug. Farmingdale's next.
Hello, thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Jeff Hung. I'm the chair of the Mechanical Engineering Technology Department at Farmingdale State College. Well, the speaking in the theater is completely different than speaking in the classroom. The senior, we are doing very good. So you can actually teach too. At Farmingdale, we have mechanical engineering technology and manufacturing engineering technology programs. Our belief is that a good engineer is the one that knows manufacturing. So our mechanical engineering program has three components. Basically, the first component is design and analysis. The other one is the thermal science, and the last one is manufacturing. So, and as we change our curriculum and move and develop the curriculum, so we actually, when we moved to from the mechanical engineering, so when we created manufacturing, what we did was we removed the thermal science component from the mechanical program. So we added some technical elective in the manufacturing. So when we do that, we allow the students to use those technical elective, focus on maybe business, maybe other technical content, so that the students can learn something that they're good at or they are interested in. And actually, by doing that, our manufacturing program can fit the industry better, particularly the ones that finish the business component of it, so that the students the student will know where or how the material comes in, when, and they have an idea what they're doing instead of just purely manufacturing. And we also have we are working on a 4+1 program, so that our graduate can continue in our master degree program. And in terms of internships, a lot of industry contacted us to get students, and a lot of times that they have to wait because in manufacturing we just cannot find enough students, cannot find enough graduates. Some company wants to get QC engineers. I said, good luck on that one. You just cannot find them. They basically don't exist. So our goal is to train these, get more students in this area. And obviously, we still have to continuously evolve the program and make it better and better for industry. We actually have our advisors here, Designatronics and MECO, and they are actually helping us to refine our program. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hung. Also want to just finish off with Farmingdale in saying that they're also leading in terms of offshore wind, right? And then also another thing in terms of the connection with manufacturing is their involvement with the high schools. At least I think it's about 4 of them on Long Island with the P-Tech program, where students are in high school and they're learning, but also participating at Farmingdale College for a mechanical engineering degree. I want to take this time and thank all of the panelists. Thank you so much. I do not have time for questions. I have to call up the accountant. It is time for us to go. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Great job, everyone. It's so good to hear today how many opportunities there are out there, especially in the educational system, to get people into manufacturing. One guy over here talking about drones. So at this time, I'd like to bring Bob Harrison to the stage from Stony Brook University, where he's going to discuss the STEM initiatives and Stony Brook's capabilities to support manufacturers. Bob is a New York State certified business advisor for manufacturing at the Stony Brook Small Business Development Center. Bob has extensive manufacturing experience acting as CEO of Delta Lock Company in Bohemia, VP of Sales and Operation at Kensten Lock, and also worked at American Technical Ceramics and Photo Circuits. Sorry. Bob is magna cum laude graduate from Hofstra and Stony Brook. So please welcome Bob.
Hey everyone. So after 4 decades of manufacturing on the island, I'm in the university setting now, so it's a little different setup, but it's really interesting just what is going on that a lot of manufacturers do not know about. You know, we have this whole economic development system, you know, at Stony Brook that is now under a tremendous push to have more industry-university collaboration. And in that landscape, one of the efforts is in STEM, and I'm filling in for Cynthia Colon, who runs our MTRC program, and I wanted to share a couple of the things that they've been doing in the STEM space. One of the manufacturers that we have in our incubation system on campus is called SnappyXO, and what Cynthia has put together and run since 2018 has been essentially a STEM camp, including some robotics kits and assemblies and things of that nature. So what she wanted to pass on to you was that there's been over 180 students that have gone through that program since 2018, 32 different school districts. And what she would like to do is engage with manufacturers. This might be an opportunity to, you know, offer an employee benefit to one of your staff that has a student, you know, in grades 7 through 12 that wants to get engaged with robotics assembly, things of that nature. One of the most interesting things about it, and this is just to kind of give you a little bit of background, Dr. Purwar, that is a Stony Brook faculty member in mechanical engineering, went and got a $250,000 phase 1 SBIR grant, which is an SBA program. He was able to get a $1 million phase 2 grant to help develop these robotics kits that enable students in this 7 to 12 range. You know, it actually helps rewire their brain for design and engineering and technical type things. And this is an effort that we're trying to expand upon, you know, trying to engage with manufacturers, maybe make it a you know, some sort of a scholarship type thing that you can do. They run a couple camps during the summer that are usually about 3 weeks in length. And we've actually gotten some grants as well to have some students come in for about 2 weeks through the Urban League. And there's, if you need support, like I'm in the Small Business Development Center portion of the Economic Development at Stony Brook University, if you contact us, we try and vector you to resources. So that could be SBIR, STTR, to STEM initiatives, you know, whatever is going to be helpful to engage industry and university to try and encourage, you know, this workforce of the future. and excited to share that. And hopefully I covered everything, or Cynthia will really chase after me and said, you missed these facts and everything. So hopefully, I don't have slides and everything. If you stop by our Stony Brook booth, I have like a QR code if you want to have more information about the programs coming up, and then they run during the summer. So thanks so much, guys, and hope you're enjoying today.
All right, our next portion is going to be the manufacturers telling us what they do here in Long Island. So let's start off with Allendale Machine. If you could roll the video.
Allendale Machinery is a third-generation company. We were started in 1981 by my grandfather. Prior to that, he'd worked with many different machine builders and distributors throughout the country from the early 50s. After serving in World War II, he went to Georgetown and GI Bill, and then started in a lot of the machines you see today. We now have our third generation. My father and my uncle, Marty and Andy, are the ones running the company and pushing it forward even farther. With that, we've slowly grown and taken on many different lines and products. We've gone from just being a machine tool distributor to being a full-service company, offering our customers tooling, service, applications, training, and really just helping them find the manufacturing solutions they need to grow. Allendale as a company is looking to help our customers compete globally in the manufacturing market space. We're really trying to be the ones that support manufacturing in the United States. We're doing this by offering our customers manufacturing solutions that are going to allow them to be efficient and be competitive in that global market, helping customers pick the right equipment, helping them maximize that equipment by giving them proper training, by having our engineers work with their people to optimize any programs or any tooling they're working with. And then in the end, keep the solutions up and running in the service, being there, ready with parts and the expertise needed to keep them making parts, making sure that all is up to the standards that we've set for ourselves. Our hope is that when they work with Allendale, they come to realize that we can offer some great solutions for them, and from there move forward and work with them on other projects.
All right, please welcome John Chimerick, sales manager at Allendale Machine.
All right, thanks, Ron. I'm going to try to keep this as efficient and quick as possible, but first off, I want to thank all the students that are here, parents that are with them. Manufacturing was an amazing opportunity that I wish I had at that age. I made it through college and somehow stumbled into it afterwards. So for the parents and students that are here, that's awesome. You're way ahead of the curve, and I hope you find a great career in manufacturing. For Allendale, I'll keep it short and sweet. We help support our customers, specifically out here on the island. We have an office in Bohemia. I invite all of you to come. We have an open house October 25th, 26th. The 26th is primarily focused on education. So if you're an educator, come in. We have awesome grants through the Gene Haas Foundation. Sign up, get checks. It's as simple as that. If you're focused on manufacturing, there's tons of money out there to help get students involved. For the manufacturers out here, come by, check out what we're doing. Robotics is the way of the future. Even for people going to school, learn how to use the robots. 3D printers, all the new technology that's coming out, come see it firsthand. And for the students in the room, on Long Island, there's a ton of defense and medical manufacturing. I want you to take the opportunity to look past that we're actually making parts. We're helping save lives in medical. On the defense side, we're helping preserve the way of life in the U.S. What we do is way bigger than just making parts. So I'm going to leave it at that. Come see us up in the front. We have the printer and the robot going, but thank you all.
All right, next up we have Arkwin Manufacturing. Amy?
Thank you. Thank you. So many wonderful faces and people and pieces to pull from all of the speeches and discussions we've had so far about manufacturing. So I'm really proud to be a relatively new member of Arkwin Industries right here in Bethpage. And we are cutting edge space, aerospace, defense, manufacturing. We design, engineer, manufacture, test a final product. We're supporting the F-35. We're on the F-16. We're on some spacecraft I can't mention right now. And it's here for 70 years. Arkwin Industries has been in manufacturing for 70 years. So we are here. We are Long Island strong. We're not going anywhere, and we're making our footprint in the community, expanding what we can do in FIRST with the robotics and the STEM programs and internships. And I fell into it on a personal note. I was dyslexic. I hated math. I didn't do well in school, but I'm an organization freak, and I kind of fell into that common sense, because common sense, education, and knowledge are three separate things. So don't ever doubt where you might want to go. Take a stab at it and stick with it and make your future. Okay.
All right, next up we have BAE Systems, Brian McElroy. Roll it.
Every idea, every solution, every platform starts with a spark. One that brings technology to life, transforming the imaginary into reality, the ordinary into the revolutionary. With a single spark, an intricate new network is born, crafted with purpose, powered by determination, infused with unmatched intellect. At BAE Systems, this is who we are. We breathe life into the world's most complex platforms, allowing them to detect threats, drive humankind forward, and discover the extraordinary marvels that will shape our future. Alongside thousands of dreamers who share our passion, we create connections that give today's systems tomorrow's capabilities, to protect what matters and create solutions where it counts. It all starts with a spark, an idea, a belief, a commitment to partnership, a commitment to excellence.
No, I didn't have anything to do with the video, just to let you know. Luckily, some really smart people invented that. How are you? My name is Brian McElroy. I'm the factory manager in our Green Lawn facility here in Green Lawn. If you're not familiar with the North Shore, we're right next to Huntington. So we're primarily a defense company. BAE Systems, I always like to joke, is the fourth largest defense company in the world that nobody's ever heard of, right? You know, so unless you've been from around here, you don't know what it is. Anywho, so what do we do here? We support the warfighter, right? So one of the things that's important to us is we create the sensors that our warfighters use out in the field to defend themselves. So our motto is, we defend those who defend us, right? So it's something that we take serious, something that drives us every day to do something important, right? So that's another one of our mottos, is that every day we're doing things that are important for everyone. We have lots of opportunities. I think many people have mentioned before, all the way from the folks on my teams who are down there making things, testing things, getting things out the door, anywhere from machine shops to electrical assembly, electrical testing. We make RF systems, anything you can possibly imagine. If you've never done this before and you're afraid to try something different, we do have training programs where we will literally teach you from the beginning, show you how to do all of this and see if this is something that you want to do. So I highly recommend it. I fell into manufacturing myself by accident. I was in the Navy. I followed an ad that said, hey, it was manufacturing and working in a factory. And like many people said, I didn't even know there were any factories on Long Island. But anyhow, I joined, and here I am, just shy of 30 years later, having a great time. So I suggest, if you go into this field, it's very interesting, a lot of things you can do, and hopefully you come see us and apply.
Okay, next up we have BASF. For some of us old timers, we remember BASF as the tape guys and the guys that are making, record player records. So cool stuff. Come on up, BASF. Roll it.
Since its foundation more than 150 years ago, BASF has faced numerous challenges and has adapted continuously. If politics, industry, and society work together, we are convinced that we can successfully master the energy transformation and ensure that our Ludwigshafen site continues to offer sustainable solutions for the generations to come.
BASF, we create chemistry.
Hi everybody, my name is Jason Loy, site manager for our BASF site here on the island in Issatalka, and this is Jennifer Polizzo, our production supervisor for the site. You can see that from the video that we're very much a global company, but what we have to offer is a very much small family environment right here on the island, along with the amazing career opportunities and a network that's throughout this nation and the whole globe. So it's a very exciting place to work. We're right in Issatalka. We have about 50 employees. And yes, BASF, everybody knows us for the cassette tapes, but we're involved in just about every industry you can imagine. At our site, we're involved in the personal care industry. We make products that go into beauty creams, sunscreens, things like that. Our customers are Estee Lauder and L'Oreal and others like that. We've got great opportunities in manufacturing, laboratory, engineering, warehousing, a lot of great opportunities. And I think Jennifer is just going to highlight a couple because we're always looking for people in production. So just some of the types of jobs we have available.
Yeah, so I'll just tell you about some of the opportunities we have at our Issatalka site. In production, we have production technician levels that go from entry level, so Tech 1 and 2, up to Tech 5, and then team leads. The Tech 1 and 2 is support, taking care of a lot of the cleaning equipment, things like that. Production technician level 3 grows from there, so it does a lot more supporting, packaging, pre-weighing our materials. And then we have Tech 4, who's making the batches that we make, the cosmetic ingredients, so they're adding the materials, following manufacturing instructions, whatever is needed for that batch. And then Tech 5 does all that with some additional responsibilities, and the team lead overseeing all the activities out on the production floor. There's a lot of opportunities for growth, even entry level. Our entry level positions, no college degree requirements or anything like that, so it's a great opportunity. As Jason mentioned, we also have warehouse positions. We have a chemistry lab there as well, a micro lab, all with great opportunities. So stop by our booth and we'll tell you more.
Okay, next up we have BH Aircraft. CFO is Brian Kearns. Come on up, Brian.
Thanks, Ron. Okay. Hello, everyone. Well, I'm here to talk about my company, BH Aircraft. As Ron mentioned, I am the CFO, and John, the accountant, can attest. We can be pretty darn boring people at times, so I'm going to make this real quick. So our company was founded in 1933 in Long Island City. Our original parts were made for Curtiss-Wright at the time. The company built an oil tank that was used in Charles Lindbergh's plane that he flew in the first transatlantic flight, which is something we're proud of. Then during World War II, our employment spiked up to 1,200 people supporting the war effort. So, that's something in our DNA to this day that we're very proud of. And in 1945, we moved to Farmingdale to really focus our capabilities in exhaust component manufacturing. In 1997, there was a critical decision that the company needed to make. So we were being courted by the state of Georgia among other southern states, to relocate. And my grandfather at the time was a chairman, and he had the final say in the decision. And it was before my time at the company, but from what I understand, he made a pretty impassioned case to the rest of the family as to why we needed to stay here, because we're Long Island people, and to this day we're still here, and we love this event. We support all the great companies that are here, and as someone said before, we don't have any plans of leaving either. So, with a number of manufacturing processes, we are looking for people across the board. My HR leader, Rich Compst, is here. He's got all our job descriptions of what we're looking for at our booth. So come visit us. And I'd like to close with something that's been said before me, which is for defense manufacturers, there is a pride factor in going to work every day, knowing that you're providing something to the military who's keeping all of us safe. So we're really proud of that. So thank you, everybody. Let's go Mets.
All right, next up we have Ciriello Foods. Tina, are you with us? Oh, okay, good. So Tina is the owner of Ciriello Foods. For those of you who like Italian food, this is the place to go. Can you roll Ciriello?
Since its foundation more than 150 Since its foundation more than 150 years ago, BASF has faced numerous challenges and has adapted continuously. If
All right, we're having a little technical difficulty here, but Tina can
Yes.
tell us about Ciriello.
Yes, I can live without the video. It was not as fancy as anybody else's. I made it in an iMovie yesterday. So we are Ciriello Fine Foods. We are you may see, we make pasta sauces that you probably see in your smaller supermarkets and your Italian food stores, and we are actually distributed nationwide. We also make salad dressings, make a lot of private label items. I'm mostly here to say that everyone's here, they have a lot of aerospace and high technology, but there's so much work available in the food service industries. And a lot of people think food service is something you stop doing when you're 18. That's not true, because we have food science, we have a lot of record keeping, we have a lot of development and marketing and so many things that you could do in the food service industries. Yes, you still have to wear dirty shoes, but there's so much that you can do there. And especially in my case, in the case of so many businesses we deal with, all very small companies of under 30 or 50 people, mostly family owned. My father started our business in 1980, and I'm here second generation running it. And it's just so many nice places to work where the opportunities are really diverse, and it's just something, it's really, really different. People who's making ice cream, oh, she left. But the person who's making ice cream, the food industry in general is a huge business. There are so many cottage food industries here on Long Island, and everyone is working, and it's been great. So.
Okay, next up we have Clear Vision Optical. Unfortunately, Maddie Muller is supposed to be with us today. Came down with COVID, she and her family, so she's not going to be able to make it. We're going to roll the video, hopefully.
Hi, my name is Dave Friedfeld, president of Clear Vision Optical and co-founder with my brother and Mark Notenboom of Tech Print Industries. Tech Print Industries is a leading software and 3D printing company developing eyewear for the world, 3D printed.
Material properties are superior to classic eyewear manufacturing
and only 5% waste is left, making this a sustainable solution. Because we now can produce locally with little labor-intensive steps, we think this is important for the future of eyewear production. Talented 3D designers are now connected with our project to imagine designs never thought possible before. With the arrival of new industrial printers, we are lucky to have partners in Europe and the United States which are building a mass volume, full-color 3D printing production with us that did not exist before. By altering the machines and developing our own special production process, we now can make beautiful full-color 3D eyewear. We have program modules to generate 3D customizable eyewear from a simple shape drawing and can choose a full-color material like wood or even colorful paintings to be projected on the final eyewear. Furthermore, we have developed a web-based 3D face scan software where the face is analyzed with biometric artificial intelligence to suggest the right style, size, and color. We are now connecting all the sophisticated individual modules to make it a quick and easy-to-use package compliant to eyewear industry standards.
As an engineer and a designer, I'm so excited to utilize 3D printing technology and artistry to revolutionize the eyewear industry. One of the greatest challenges and rewards of this project is being able to replicate natural, organic patterns in Photoshop and then seeing the correlation of what the pattern looks like on your screen to what it looks like when it's 3D printed. The best part about this project is that there really are no limits. If you can dream it, we can make it happen. Now I get to create unique patterns and then watch them come to life on wearable frames.
What's unique about our output at Tech Print Industries is our full color printing. In addition to that, we use sculpting and cladding to get displacement or height or depth into the product, and that's what makes it very different. The most exciting thing that we bring to you from Tech Print Industries is multiple abilities. We have the ability to make prototypes, limited edition products, complete collections, and distributor products for those that are not interested in designing their own. Many, many other possibilities exist, and all at the press of a button.
All right, next up we have our friends from Contract Farmer Call, Sean Matzner. Sean out there? Okay, great.
At CPC, your success is our mission. Join us as we take you on a tour of our production process, from concept to commercialization, and share some of the new and exciting developments taking place at CPC.
Welcome to Hop Hog, New York. I'm Jeff Reinhold, Chief Operating Officer here at CPC. I'll be your guide on this tour of our campus. Our journey begins here at our receiving warehouse, also known as Building 250. Here we receive, test, and release all our raw materials.
Building 250 is where we test all the raw materials for quality and purity. From here, the materials are dispensed and loaded onto trucks bound for their next destination.
Our next stop on the journey is Building 150, our materials processing hall. Here's where we're blending and mixing the raw materials for uniformity of final dosage. Let's gown up so we can go inside. Materials are mixed in one of our many blenders. Behind me is a 400 cubic foot slant cone blender, one of the largest in North America, mixing approximately 10,000 kilos in a single blend. And we have two of them. Once this process completes, the material then is moved to Building 160 for our compression, encapsulation, and coating activities.
Whether it's compression or encapsulation, pan or continuous coating, CPC has the cutting-edge technology to turn your materials into a premium quality finished product.
The next stop on our tour is one of our 3 packaging facilities. Here at Building 135, you'll find fully automated lines with quality systems built in.
From bottling to pouching to our new state-of-the-art blister to carton process, CPC provides custom packaging services to best showcase your brand. Finished products head to our quality control lab for rigorous testing to ensure success throughout the product lifecycle.
The production process is now complete, but our tour continues. We are here at Building 145, a true success story of design, equipment selection, and execution.
We honor our commitment to the highest production standards by investing in industry-defining technologies and the best processing equipment available today.
I'm here in one of our many labs where our R&D team is working hard, innovating new formulas and technologies to help shape the future of the health and wellness industry.
Our team of analytical chemists develops and validates laboratory methodologies, monitors ongoing stability, and supports the formulation and manufacturing process that accelerates commercialization and elevates pharmaceutical development to a new level of excellence. Once testing is complete and your products are all packaged and ready to ship, they go to our pick and pack warehouse. This is where we store your products until it's time to send them to the next destination. Just say when and where. The future of CPC is bright. Work is currently underway on a new state-of-the-art facility expected to be completed in the near future.
This is the last stop of our tour, Building 165, our new corporate headquarters. Here, many departments such as finance, creative, account services, project management work hand in hand to bring your project from concept to commercialization.
We hope you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at the faces and places that put CPC in a class by itself. United in our commitment to your success, we look forward to bringing your vision to life.
All right, please welcome Sean Matzner, HR Manager at Contract Pharmacol.
Thank you very much. I'll make it kind of quick. It's a very exciting time for us over here at Contract Pharmacol Corporation in Hauppauge. 12 buildings. We have a lot of work right now. While we do have exciting openings for graduates with degrees, there's so much work out there in our company now for graduating seniors looking to join a successful pharma manufacturer. We have a lot of multiple positions available in packaging, manufacturing, warehouse, administrative. These roles could pay anywhere from $15 to $19 an hour to start. No experience required at all. And you really can work your way up. Training's available, competitive salaries, and you could have a long-standing future. And we invite you to our booth to find out more. But we're excited to be in manufacturing and to grab some students coming out of school. And I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right, next up is CPI Aero, April Galena. Or maybe the whole gang. Rob's coming up. Okay, Rob Isaldi. All right. Yeah. So Rob's got an interesting story. He's a West Islip High School grad, and for those of you who don't know, West Islip has put a manufacturing machining actually center into their school. So come on up.
Thank you very much. Can we show the video? Is that right?
I don't know if the video is going to. We can try it. We can try it. We've had some trouble with the MOB videos. They've not been playing well.
I'll tell you what. You try. I'll kick it off.
Okay.
Oh, wait. All right.
CPI Aero manufactures structural assemblies for both military and commercial aircraft. We also engineer and build complex aerosystems, provide outsourced supply chain and kitting services, and perform structural overhaul and repair. But what really makes CPI unique is that in conjunction with our manufacturing operations, we provide world-class value-added services such as program management, manufacturing engineering, and supply chain management. Our products are flying on many different types of aircraft, from military planes and helicopters to the most advanced corporate jets on the market. We are involved in every phase of an aircraft's life cycle, from development through production and aftermarket support. We provide a turnkey, outsourced manufacturing solution for our customers. CPI Aero not only provides the assembly labor, we assume all supporting functions as well. This includes high-value added services such as engineering, program management, and best-in-class global supply chain management. The net result is a cost-effective, low-risk procurement program for our customers. We have established ourselves as a trusted supplier and enjoy long-term relationships with the largest and most respected names in the aerospace industry. CPI Aero's leadership team and many of its employees at all levels have come to CPI Aero from large aerospace companies. This provides a deeper understanding of what the customer is requiring at all times and a strong commitment by our employees to exceed those requirements. This has manifested itself in new contract awards and a variety of accolades and acknowledgments from those customers as a premier supplier of aircraft parts. CPI Aero operates from a single 171,000 square foot facility that is state-of-the-art in every way. We utilize the latest lean manufacturing principles. We have a state-of-the-art paint booth and an overhead crane system that allows us to produce large structures up to 2 tons. We are incorporating advanced manufacturing technologies to optimize our business and support programs of increasing scope and scale. We have plenty of capacity in this facility that will allow us to grow for years to come. Our mission is to exceed the expectations of our customers by manufacturing the highest quality aerospace structural products while providing a low-risk, collaborative, and completely satisfying customer experience. As a result, we will be able to grow our business with existing customers, earn the trust of new customers, generate sustainable cash flow, improve the lives of our employees and their families, and increase the value of the corporation. CPI Aero is excited about its position in the aerospace industry and the future that it has within that industry. We believe we're well positioned to take advantage of the growth that's in this market and become an even larger company, serving both the military and commercial customers.
So to follow a little bit what Ron was saying, I'm from West Islip, proud West Islip resident, proud Long Islander, and not to draw tears out of some people in the background, but my former high school teacher is in the back. And because of him and the classes I went to, I could say 20 years later, I am the Director of Manufacturing at CPI Aerostructures. So what CPI Aerostructures is all about, we are a built-to-print shop assembly house. So we take procured parts from all across the country, and we create and assemble structural aircraft components, 95% of which is for our military. We're about a $100 million company, comprised of about 300 people, all from Long Island. So we really strive and do our best to make sure that we continue with the heritage that we have here on Long Island, and no better place to say that than the Cradle of Aviation here in Uniondale. Like myself and the people I brought with me, we all went to school on Long Island. We all want to stay here. We all want to be a part of the manufacturing churn. So for the students out there, that you asked a question before about where you see yourself in 10 years, well, maybe in 20 years with a little bit of gray hair and, and some stress, you could be doing something that I'm doing right here. So again, we're outside in the booth area. If you want to come over and check us out, we're over in Edgewood, the made-up town between Deer Park and Brentwood. But we do a lot of great things. One of which is we keep a lot of the warfighters flying, like the A-10, which was made here on Long Island too. So, and we're still doing that to this day. So thanks for your time.
All right, next up we have Greg Santee from Curtiss-Wright. Or, sorry, Michael Chinque from Curtiss-Wright.
Innovation moves the world forward. Curtiss-Wright started as a company of innovators, building on the legacy of one of the most revolutionary events in history, the first flight. And that was just the beginning. Through Throughout the generations, our focus on driving innovation, acquiring key capabilities, and fostering a united workforce has moved us forward as an engineering powerhouse at the forefront of our markets. Today, Curtiss-Wright has facilities around the world and is a leader in unique solutions, offering capabilities in critical, highly engineered technologies for the aerospace, defense, industrial, and power industries. As a company that creates products for critical operations, there's no margin for failure. That's why our world-class engineers create solutions to handle the most rigorous applications and intense environments. From surviving rapid and harsh temperature changes to enduring the most extreme pressures undersea and in the vacuum of space, our customers trust us to deliver the right performance, the right quality, and the right capabilities to ensure the product works the first time, every time. That commitment to quality reduces risk for our customers, whether that's staying on top of budgets to limit financial risk or enabling them to get their jobs done and ensure success. We're here to be a trusted partner solving hard problems with great technology and great customer service. But we wouldn't be where we are today without our employees. Not only do they bring extraordinary talent and exceptional expertise, but they also harness their diverse power under the shared vision of one Curtiss-Wright. Throughout the last 90 years, this cultural shift to driving performance, adopting an attitude of winning, and leveraging a unified approach to our markets and key customers is what has allowed us to persevere and become an even stronger company. We'll never forget the experiences and events that shaped where we are today. We've come a long way since the first flight inspired our values as a company of innovators, and we don't plan on stopping anytime soon. As we continue to build on our market capabilities through a heavy focus on R&D, our number one goal is to bring emerging state-of-the-art technology to our customers and meet the future head-on. With the right culture, the right values, and the right team in place, we'll build on our past to create a better tomorrow for our company, our customers, and the world.
Hi, my name is Mike Chinquay. I work at the Target Rock Business Unit in Farmingdale. I'm the general manager there. We've been expanding recently at the Target Rock facility, ramping up our headcount in the last 4 years from 230 to 320, and putting a lot of investment to stay here on Long Island, committed to manufacturing here. What do we manufacture at Target Rock? We manufacture valves, and so that may sound a little boring. You're maybe thinking about faucets and toilets and hose splitters, but those aren't the type of valves that we're making. We're making valves that go into nuclear power plants, that go into submarines and aircraft carriers. They have two principal functions. The first principal function is reactor safety, keeping the fission products inside the reactor plant and not coming out into the environment that we live in, so we can generate safe power on a ship or in a commercial plant. The second basic function that our valves perform, which is really important to an ex-submariner, is they keep the water out of the people space. They are submarine safety valves, so they allow the ship to operate safely at depth. The ocean really wants to get in, and it allows the ship to recover to the surface in case of an emergency. So the mission is pretty cool. And the mission that we're associated with is a pretty cool one. And that really kind of jazzes up the employees and gets them excited and motivated. The quality requirements are high, the attention to detail is high. And so the types of things that we do in Farmingdale are heavy manufacturing. We make valves, some as small as a water bottle and some as big as a pickup truck. And they do lots of different functions. Some will go into a nuclear power plant for 50 years, will be called on to operate multiple times, and never have to be serviced because they're in a highly contaminated environment. It's not designed to be serviced at all, no maintenance. The types of jobs that we have on our campus, engineering, we design the valves, project engineer, materials, welding, all of the engineering disciplines. We manufacture the parts, heavy manufacturing, machining, welding, We also, of course, have the quality control inspection activity to support that, and the quality assurance programs to handle the types of critical work that we do. And then we have a very unique capability in the valve industry, a test loop that can be configured to replicate in plant or at sea conditions, both for life cycle testing and for casualty testing of these valves. So lots of job opportunities as the demand signal for submarines increases. Columbia-class submarine is in construction now. That construction will run till 2041. Virginia-class submarines are in construction now at 2 per year, which is not enough for the nation's needs. Those programs will run into the 2030s, and planning has already started to begin on the next generation of fast attack submarines. So demand signal's high, our needs are high, and we are looking to bring more talent in. And we realize, though, on the trade skill side that we won't necessarily find enough candidates. So attitude and aptitude are what we'll recruit for, and then we'll build and grow from there, and then continue to build manufacturing here on Long Island and continue to help the nation with its defense, and then the next generation of commercial nuclear power, which is going to be essential for the future.
All right, next up, my friend Robert Kuffner from Design Electronics.
Liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis. Mission to build, resupply, and to do research on the International Space Station.
Do you ever wonder what this spaceship is made up of to help get it to space? How about what helps your airplane land safely? Or how the rockets and missiles our military use are safely deployed? Do you know what components make up the robotic tools your surgeon uses during a life-saving operation? We at SDPSI know exactly what goes into the inner workings of these modern technologies, ensuring reliable performance in their respective fields. Since 1950, we've created and supplied these precision components with the help of our skilled manufacturing team. Manufacturing as a career has sometimes been known to have a negative connotation to it. However, machinists need to be some of the most intelligent people in the building to keep up with the highly technical CNC machines. We need skilled workers who are looking to learn and advance as newer machines and technology evolve. Do you play video games? This line of work has been known to be more appealing for people who enjoy video games once they know more about how the machines work and what the job entails. This is a job that does not always require a college degree, so you can begin this lifelong career as early as graduating high school. However, if you do choose to go to college, we offer part-time and internships, as well as tuition reimbursement. There are also some manufacturing jobs that may require getting a 2-year technical degree or training from a technical college. There are many jobs to choose from, but an entry-level position as a machinist starts at $20 an hour plus benefits. That's way more than any retail or fast food job can offer you. As a machinist, you're working with your hands and tackling new challenges every day, not getting bored sitting at a desk. Plus, we at SDPSI offer you health insurance, 401k matching, yearly reviews and salary increases, bonus, paid holidays, vacation and sick time off, opportunity for advancement, and even tuition reimbursement. Our new state-of-the-art facility provides our employees with a comfortable work environment and some of the newest machines on the market. We have been named a top workplace on Long Island, and we hope to keep that up. There are more manufacturing jobs and opportunities for advancement than ever before. According to a study published by Deloitte and the Manufacturing Institute, as many as 2.1 million manufacturing jobs will be unfilled through 2030. From Boeing jets in the sky, to the U.S. military boots on the ground, to our doctors in the operating room, to the engineers creating a new future, SDPSI provides the key components and complex assemblies that are needed. You could be a part of helping supply companies with dependable components for well-known products you see in your everyday life. So come join us today as we embark on continuing to provide top-of-the-line companies with components to help modern technology work the way we need.
As Ron had said, my name is Robert Cuffner. I'm the president and CEO of a company called Designatronics, so I want to clear this up. SDPSI is one of our brands. It's one of 4 brands, actually. We just did an acquisition back in August for a new brand that we actually make carbide burr tools for deburring. The video says it all for us. It's 200 people in Hicksville, New York. We're about a $50 million company that makes products for a myriad of different industries, doing a lot of different things. We have a lot of open positions, and with a wide array of from entry level to engineering and technical opportunities out on the shop floor and in the office. So it's a really beautiful facility built in 2017. We consolidated all of our operations. There were 4 of them in New Hyde Park, New York, not far away, into this location, and we're really proud of it. And the folks are really proud of what has been done over the 72 years we've been in business, as well as what's in the future. A lot of opportunity for the future. I also want to share a video that we have with our 2 interns, Robert and Chris.
Hi, my name is Chris Palazzo, and I was able to work an internship over the summer at Designatronics. There I worked on skills like design, working with professionals, and also just practicing communication skills. I specifically made a design for manufacturing a specific part and cleaning that part up, which was previously done by a human. The designs entailed increasing complexity. So at the beginning, I started with simple sketches and moved to CAD. From there, I presented my project. I got some feedback, and I moved on to the next iteration that had a little more complexity, however, seemed to do the task more effectively.
Hi, my name is Robert Minia. I was an intern at Designatronics over the summer, and the project that I worked on was researching a robot that would deliver raw materials to machines in the machine shop. Researching and developing a project for that robot helped me further my communication and presenting skills, and it also gave me the opportunity to work with professionals in the field that will help better myself, not just as an engineer, but as a person in general.
Thanks, and thanks guys for doing the video. Not too intimidating, right? Seeing yourself on the big screen. So lots of opportunities. We had 11 interns this year. It's a great way for both high school and college students to get a feel for manufacturing, and that's why we're here, really, is to give you a window into what it's like to be in manufacturing, and you've seen it through some of the other presentations. It's a great way of life. It's a great way to make a living and provide for your families, and it's a higher than average wage. I think it's the average for manufacturing that we have seen more recently is for manufacturing positions across the country is rising all the time, and we keep pace with that. We hire at a global level of wage rate, and we keep the benefits up as well. So please consider manufacturing, and please consider Designatronics as an opportunity for you. Thanks.
Thank you, Robert. Next up, we have East West Industries, Amanda Martirano.
Hi guys, so as you guys know already, my name's Amanda Martirano. I'm a design engineer at East West Industries. Hopefully it shares. Cool. So our motto is saving aircrew lives is our first concern. A little bit about the company. We are a small-owned woman-owned small business, located in Ronkonkoma, and we're dedicated to the aerospace industry, which is where recognition for design and manufacturing come into play. Some of our products include aircraft seats, emergency oxygen systems, survival kits, and ground support equipment.
Some customers and companies you may know of include Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, the Department of Defense or DoD, and Boeing. We also have international customers with the UK, Australia, the Netherlands, Japan. So about our products. We have emergency oxygen systems that have been provided to the DoD for more than 40 years. Through that time, we continue to update and modify them to fit our customers' needs. In the bottom left, you'll see our survival kits. These have emergency oxygen systems in them, along with storage for emergency components, like a raft, a flare, and water. These are installed in the F-18 Super Hornet, and if that doesn't sound familiar to you and you've watched Top Gun 2 lately, those are the exact same planes that they fly, and our product was actually seen in the movie, which is pretty cool. Next, we have our master crane. It's shown here used on the H-60 Pavehawk and the AH-64 Apache, but it can be used on a multitude of aircrafts for heavy lifting and general maintenance. We also have a ton of seats on the Chinook, including a troop seat, a ramp gunner seat, and a mobility box seat. We work with commercial aircrafts too, like the Bell 505, seen here as our VIP seat with a little bit more upholstery than our normal troop seat would have. These are the troop seats I was mentioning. They line the sides of the aircraft to provide enough room and comfort for the troops, but still have space in the middle if needed. And lastly, we have our combat rescue helicopter seats, which have our primary aircrew cabin seat and our recovery team seat. So careers, as you all want to hear about, we have many career options at East West, including IT, design, manufacturing, quality engineering, production, being a machinist, an assembler. Some ways to get involved in these careers, especially being a machinist, assembler, or inspector, include going to vocational school for 2 years, getting a certification program, or even just having your high school diploma and getting on the job site training. A little finicky. Thank you so much for your time. We are in the booth outside. We're also on many social media platforms, including LinkedIn. Like I said, my name is Amanda Martirano if you want to get connected. And you could always visit us at our website at eastwestindustries.com. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Amanda. Little Top Gun action that get us going again here. Next up, we have Stacy Shannon from Exergy. Roll it.
Well, let me disappoint you. I'm not Stacy, but that's all right. That's all right. My name's Chris Dufresnoy. I'm the Director of Operations at Exergy. Stacy's right over there in case you want to see the prettier of the two of us. Anyway, Exergy, we're right here in the corner right behind Nassau, Garden City. We're a 54-person company, and we build heat exchangers. What is great about us and different than all these wonderful presentations is we're a little lower tech, but if you really want to learn manufacturing from the ground up, from the nuts and bolts, that's what we do every day. We have 20,000 square feet. We assemble, we finish, we procure, we do quality and all of that. We're the place to be if you really want to start out in manufacturing and learn and develop this great career that we're all telling you we've all had. And I have 35 years experience and can tell you this is the place to be. So if you have any interest in assembly, in finishing, in quality, engineering, come to our table. We're happy to take your name and number and see what we can do about setting up an interview. I also know we're offering to let you come through the factory and see what we do, and we'd be happy to have you there. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. All right, next up we have GE Aviation. Mariola Ardielin.
Every day, more than 47,000 people are working around the world to make a difference. Did you know that every 2 seconds an aircraft with GE aviation technology is taking off somewhere in the world?
must not be here. So let's continue with Java Melts. So Carolyn, if you could come on up and join us. For all those coffee lovers, you're going to love to hear about Carolyn's products.
Yeah, there should be a PowerPoint. Do you have the notes?
Yes. There you go. And below, see the Java Melts. There you go. Yep.
Sorry.
It's okay. No problem. And where's the remotes up on the list?
It's over here.
Okay. Ah.
Great. How do I show me? Am I holding it correctly? That's forward. You got it. Thank you so much. That's it. Sorry for the delay. You want me to just start? Okay, I'm just going to start, if you get it loaded. Sorry about that. My name's Carolyn Barbright, and I'm the founder and president of Java Melts Flavored Sugar. I'm an innovator for all of you students out there that kind of wonder what you might want to do. Java Melts Flavored Sugar came to me on Valentine's Day in 2016. I was sitting down having a cup of coffee with my husband, and there were candies alongside of me, individually wrapped, and I had an aha moment because I love specialty coffee. My husband went to offer to go get me a specialty cup of coffee, and rather than that, I picked up the candy, and I had this amazing idea. Wouldn't it be incredible if we could have flavored sugar so we wouldn't have to go anywhere instead of the powders, syrups, and creamers? Java Melts Flavored Sugar was something that I had no prior knowledge in food or beverage. So I just researched and developed. I educated myself. My husband's in manufacturing for 35 years, and I was exposed to my husband's business. And I just said, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. So somebody else represented the food and beverage industry, from research and developing, from sourcing flavors and manufacturing capabilities, and all the certifications that we need, because I wanted to make sure that we had a global product. Sugar industry has been asleep at the wheel for a gazillion years. It's not about the sweet, it's about the flavor. Everybody wants flavor. So we did develop it. I am very proud to say that I've been on QVC Entrepreneur Magazine. Oh, there you go. That's a perfect slide. You could leave it there. QVC Entrepreneur Magazine, America's Big Deal with Joy Mangano, four-time National Award winner. And I am sampling Java Melts at the booth. I would absolutely love for you to come and check them out. They're not only for coffee and tea, but we have granulated pouch bags. So we have sugar packets, but we have pouch bags now. So they're good for any type of artisan cocktails, baking, and more. I encourage all of the students, think out of the box. Anything that comes to your mind, if you're a problem solver, if you have a great idea, share it with people. You never know where it's going to take you. I wish all of you a lot of luck, and I hope you come by and check out Java Melts. Thanks so much.
Okay, Phil Regile, are you here with us? Phil Regile, no? Okay. So Phil was going to talk about the Institute for Workforce Advancement, but looks like he's stepped out. Dan Lloyd, you heard from earlier about the from the minority millennials, yeah. And next up we have David Sanchez. David, you with us? Okay, missing David. All right, that's good. Ed Satilli, it's Orlicon Metco. So please play the video for Orlicon Metco. Sorry, we're getting a little behind, guys. Six.
Welcome to Oerlikon Mecca, a leading material and surface solution provider with a global presence. We are here at the Westbury facility in Long Island, where we manufacture thermal spray equipment. You will now see some of the advanced state-of-the-art technology that we use to manufacture our products.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm very excited to be here. I'm thrilled to be with other manufacturers on Long Island. We too started out in Long Island City back in 1933 and then moved out to Westbury in the 70s and been here since. And it's, again, just like everybody else, it's a growing company. It's a growing industry. We are the powerhouse for coatings. Coatings as thin as your tools, probably 85% of the tools you use that are coated, probably coated from us or our equipment, and thick coating. As you've seen, we are in aerospace, we are in automotive, we are in turbine and gases, and we are in medical. As somebody else said, probably nobody knows who we are, but you're using our product or our services every day. So again, the second part I'm excited to see all the academia here with industry. We too have affiliations with Stony Brook. Their thermal spray department in the heavy engineering building, all that equipment's donated from us. We support them big time. I'm proud to say we support Suffolk Community College for their workforce development program. I'm happy also to say that I'm on the advisory board for Farmingdale University. And I'm even more excited the fact that the students are here. We too, like everybody else, has interns pretty much all the time, supporting local universities and even getting more in touch with anybody from schools. We offer tours. We had West Islip in, we had Mineola in, we had Levittown in, we had the Boseys in Hicksville, in Westbury, and also in Levittown. And I offer all the students and the parents to come and see what manufacturing is really like and how beneficial it is. I can say the same things everybody else is. You can make a living, you can love it. I love it. I've been doing it since 1970. I went back to school, got my degree. In the company now 38 years, and again, come by our booth. I'll keep it short. Thank you.
By the way, Ed at Orlicon Metco and Robert Kuffner at Designatronics have been really working hard to try to get the education for machining upgraded really well. They're going to upgrade the equipment. They're providing scholarships. So anybody who's thinking about a career in manufacturing, machining especially, take advantage of that. All right, next up we have Georges Similalo, Global Chief Engineering Officer from Pessipart.
Welcome to Pessipart. One thing I'd like to say with regards to the educational program that was talked about before in the panel, I'm a former graduate of NYIT. I've also been a member of, I've gone through its co-op program, so I could tell every student that's still remaining here, if you have the opportunity to select a school that has a co-op program or a sponsored internship program, take advantage of it. It'll gain you experience, it'll benefit you in more ways than you can expect. So with regard to that, and speaking about Pessipart, there's not much more I could say that hasn't really been said about by other companies here today. Pessipart has been around since its roots in 1950 with our sister company, American Lobster Corporation. In 1979, Pessipart was started as a domestic manufacturing center for the international manufacturing. From that point, we went into gear manufacturing and provided motion control solutions, as well as gearbox assemblies for precision applications such as robotic surgery, space applications, and as well as defense systems for our customers. So the company is the company is still family owned, and we operate out of family values. So For the company, we have about 209 employees here in Farmingdale, New York, as the main manufacturing center for the group. We also have offices in Leeds, Switzerland, and London in the UK. So basically, we offer everything that everybody else has offered here today. We have a booth here in the front. We'd like to bring everybody here. You could come to our facilities for a tour. We have a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility. We have an apprenticeship program. We offer a tuition reimbursement, basically all the benefits that everybody else is offering to. Long Island has been a center of manufacturing for forever. So, and hopefully it'll stay that way. We bring a lot to the world through what we do. One of the benefits through Pressipart is our mission now is to engineer possible. Basically what that means is people come to us with applications. We look at it collaborating with our customer. We collaborate with our internal teams, with our suppliers. We turn the possibilities into possible. And from that, we turn it from possible into reality. This benefits our customers and it benefits the end customers. For us, we get involved in cutting edge applications, no pun intended, with robotic surgery. And it affects us, it affects our loved ones, it affects the loved ones of our friends and families, and you really do something in manufacturing that you can't do in some industries, where you're actually saving somebody's life. You're touching a life in a way you would not think possible by running a machine. Okay, and this is a core thing to really take into your hearts. You are benefiting another person's life by what you do. Okay, and if you take away anything from it, you take away, the service industry. You're helping people there too. Nothing bad about that, but you can't look at manufacturing as being an old industry. It's a cutting edge system. It's going to expand our technologies. We evolve through technology, right? The world evolves through technology. It's not just iPhones. It's not just gadgets. It's tools and manufacturing tools that make all these things, and you can be a part of it, right? And when you are a part of it, you are being a part of helping somebody's life in more ways than you can say. So please keep that in mind when you're picking your schools and your programs, because you'll be able to do something you'll love and that will have a benefit for the world. Thank you.
All right, next up we have Shivo Medical, Paul Zveska, Vice President of Operations.
Hi everyone. I wanted to thank Ron. I want to thank everyone else who came here today, especially all the students, parents, all the manufacturing partners that make this happen. I know people from Pressipart and SDI and Curtis Wright. We're all struggling with the same struggle on Long Island. I wanted to tell a little bit about our company specific. Shiva Medical is partner with some of the OEMs in the surgical business. We make components for minimally invasive robotic surgeries. We help develop and we help create and engineer some of these smallest components, small implants, small devices that help improve way of life, recovery time, and move the industry forward. Minimally invasive surgery these days changes every day, and it helps patients, doctors, and hospitals do surgeries faster, create better tomorrow and better doctor-patient experience in most of the hospitals. Our product is used in over 8 million surgeries in over 5,900 hospitals on 6 different continents. We are on Long Island in Plainview. We're over 120 people here in Long Island and over 220 people in Ireland, in Waterford. The company is growing. We have 2 buildings. One building is almost brand new. We just finished construction a year ago. We're filling it up with machines. We already have almost 12 units in a new building. We have assembly lines. We have laser welding, laser marking, 3D printing, robotics, automation. A lot of different innovation going on in the company. Anyone who wants to get in on the ground floor, or any senior engineer, senior automation engineer, this is a great opportunity to get in with a growing company, a company that's has a lot of opportunities right now. You're going to be doing something that matters in a medical engineering world. You really come to work and you know exactly why you're there. You know what you're doing. You know how you're going to improve someone's life through engineering, through innovation, through your hard work. We offer junior positions. We offer a lot of training, on-the-job training in CNC machining, in engineering, in supply chain management, project management, any position. The owner of the company likes to say that we're almost like a college, because we train so many students every single year, and so many different students come in and come out with a different knowledge, different mindset about the industry itself. I myself have been with the company for 20 years, and I've learned everything I know from about manufacturing from this company. I love it. I love coming to work every day, and I hope that more people will think about manufacturing in 2022 as a striving new business that is being driven by innovation, by technology, and not the old way of thinking about manufacturing as an old warehouse and dingy, dirty floors. I actually worked for a company a long time ago that was that, and had the sticky floors and a dim, dingy, ceiling with no lights. And trust me, this is not what it's like these days. We have a clean environment, clean air. We have bright lights. It looks like a hospital, honestly, better than a hospital. Some of the hospitals I've been to. Come join. We also have apprenticeships. We have internships. We're gonna be kicking out next year a brand new class scenario where students will, or not students, but interns and new employees will actually have an opportunity to learn theory before they start working on a machine. So that's gonna be new for us, and we're looking really forward to expanding. We're looking forward to staying on Long Island and not going anywhere. And we welcome anyone who wants to be in manufacturing. So that's us.
Do we have Suffolk County Community College still here? Is Laura or John here? No, okay. So just quickly, Suffolk County Community College, I think maybe you heard this earlier in the college panel. They have machining training, so if you're interested in making things, they have welding training, they have electronics training, they have a certificate program. So if you're interested as a high school student to go directly from high school into a job, a high-paying career, check out Suffolk County Community College. Great place to go to school. Next up, we have Thermo Fisher Scientific, Bob Scarth. Is Bob here? Yep. Okay.
The people of Thermo Fisher Scientific start every day to help move science forward
So we can all live healthier lives.
on a cleaner planet.
For a safer world. This is why we work.
To help solve. To save.
To advance industry. Because when we partner with science,
We make the future brighter.
Because there are a lot of laboratories to equip to keep science moving forward.
to provide cutting-edge technologies. Invent what science means.
Diagnose people before their patients.
Help customers make their medicine.
That make people better.
Over 67,000 strong
Working together for science.
to make a difference.
To help science advance.
Because we all want to live healthier lives.
And what brings everyone back to work harder tomorrow is knowing that we make a difference, creating a better place for everyone.
Good afternoon. Very happy to be here today. I'll be brief. My name is Bob Scarth. I'm the general manager of Thermo Fisher Scientific in Bohemia, out in Suffolk County. I have the great fortune of leading an organization that provides labels for clinical drug trials. So Thermo Fisher Scientific is the world leader in serving science. We are over 75,000 colleagues globally. Our business fits into that clinical supply chain, and the entire organization comes to work every day to help make the world healthier, cleaner, and safer. And our part in that is to make labels for clinical drug trials. And what gets us up every day is we provide hope. So if you think about it, somebody that's enrolled in a clinical trial is typically on their last option. So we take great pride and respect in manufacturing clinical labels, providing that to the industry. We're over 200 people. We've been there for 25 years out in Bohemia. We're continuing to grow. We've been part of the COVID vaccine, all of the therapies that go into that, providing those labels, and we'd love to see you at our booth. Please come visit us. Thank you.
All right, and last but not least, we have BJ Technologies. Are you still here with us, Sonia? Okay. Well, so thank you, everybody. As you have seen, for the students out there, there's a great diversity of manufacturing out there. If you like making things, if you like developing medicines, parts for aircraft, food. We had a couple of food people here. So, there's just great diversity there, great high-paying careers in manufacturing. So definitely check it out. We're going to have another event here coming up on November the 9th is going to be on wind power. So if you're interested in saving the planet, maybe join us for that. On December 6th, we're going to have a Women in Manufacturing conference at Farmingdale University, so join us for that. And then finally, on February of this year, back here at the Cradle, we're going to have a STEM and manufacturing program. Also, just remember that Manufacturing Day happens nationally on the first Friday of October. So, you know, it's going to be coming up again next year. We hope you can join us there. Please take time to meet all the manufacturers, talk to them about opportunities, and I wish you well in your careers. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming.